Hot off the press, our breakfast menu, which initially will only be available to residents of the hotel, but the idea being that in time we will want to welcome local customers to come in and enjoy the range of dishes that we've got on the breakfast menu. So a lot of things on here that are sort of traditional menu items. It's going to be it's a split menu. We have an element of help yourself, so your cereals, your coffees, your toasts, our homemade preserves, fruits in season, but then there'll also be dishes for the chef to cook, and perhaps some unusual things on there that you wouldn't necessarily find or want to cook at home. Lowest off kippers, we've got halloumi and egg, we have got our own version of baked beans on toast. We're using a great local artisan baker called the Penny Bun, so he's going to do some great toasted muffins for us, and then some interesting dishes like the avocado mash, wild mushroom and polenta, those sorts of things.
I think breakfast is a massively untapped market within the area. It's my favourite meal of the day, apart from Sunday lunch, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But I think certainly we'll be opening to the non-residents, as Nathan mentioned, for the wild mushroom and polenta hash is something I wouldn't choose off the menu in a million years, but it's absolutely delicious.
So our monthly feature, we're currently going to run this on a Thursday, a Friday and a Saturday evening, is a multi-choice 5-course tasting menu. So we're starting off with Venice for the months of June and July, and then it will change monthly. So the idea being that there is a range of dishes set across the structure of 5 courses that you can choose from. We're going to, where possible, choose wines from the region and also beers and cocktails. So it's kind of like a themed menu that we're trying to achieve. So in August we go to the Greek islands, September it will be Mexico City, and then from there we go on to Bordeaux in the month of October, and then on to Goa in November, and finally in December we will be featuring Argentina. The idea being, if this goes well, that in January we will be launching our passports, and the idea that because the menu changes each month, that we would want people to come back month after month after month. That is going to be traditional classics, so 4 starters, 4 main courses, 5 main courses and 4 puddings. They will be the traditional British Sunday lunch classics, but also we're going to throw in there a couple of historic dishes as well, again trying to create a point of difference or a bit of an interesting focal point. And we're going to do 3 courses for £35, children 3 courses £25, and then there's a price point for 2 courses only, down at £32.50 or £22.50 for children.
Everyone loves Sunday lunch. I think it's one thing that people just can't be bothered to wash up after either, and it's a real family communal thing. We've got a family table which can seat up to 10 people, so if you want to bring grandma and granddad and your children as well, we're accessible to all age groups really, but Sunday lunch I think is my favourite meal of the week, so we think we're going to be busy for that.
And then finally, we're not a pub, we're a hotel with a bar and a restaurant, and so what we've tried to do is create a really exciting drinks menu. We're not tied to a particular brewery. In fact, we're using 3 separate breweries for our draft beers. But importantly, we wanted to promote producers within Suffolk and also producers within Lowestoft. So we're using the Lowestoft Distillery, we're using Green Shack Brewery, who are providing some quite excellent, varied different beers, ales, perries and ciders. And I suppose the one thing we're not doing locally, and I wanted this to be a talking point again and be a point of difference from the other restaurants, is our wine vintner is based in London. So I have carefully handpicked a selection of wines that are available by the bottle or in different size glasses.